But what about number 16? Well, let me tell you. Let me tell you two ways of doing it, and I'm actually going to give you the crazy complicated way first, but this is, in all honesty, if you know this, it's the easiest way. Anytime you are dealing with translating a graph, and by translating I mean shifting, moving it around. Let me move the calculator here. When you're shifting a graph, this is also known as translating, like I said, this number is the horizontal movement, and we are going to do the opposite of the sign. Opposite of the sign. Okay. And then this one is the vertical movement. And this means we're going to obey the sign. So for example, if originally the parent function, like the original function before we ever would move anything, if it said something like this, then this graph, based on the original, this graph would be 3 horizontally, and it would be the opposite of the sign. So it would go to the left 3, and this would make it go down 6. Okay, so we want to shift it to the left 4 based on this one. So we're going to, essentially what we're going to do is move this 4 units to the left. It's already 3 to the left, because keep in mind that's kind of like a negative. And I know this may sound kind of strange to you, although you've probably done this in your other math classes. I am going to show you another way in a second though. This 4 right here is going to be moving it to the left. It's already moved to the left 4. So we're going to move it 4 more, which really means that we're going to move it a total of 7. So it's one of these. And then we're going to move it down 3. Well, right now it's already down 6, so we're going to move it down 3 more. And moving it down 3 means we subtract 3 more from it. And subtracting 3 more from it would put it here. So let me show you algebraically what it looks like. If I can get my papers lined up. If we have the natural log of x plus 3, and it's minus 6, and then we want to move it to the left 4, that means that we're going to do the opposite. Since we're horizontal, we're going to do the opposite of what would be left, which would normally be negative. So really we're going to add 4, and then we're going to subtract 3 here. And the little pieces I'm doing here, it looks like an equation that I'm solving, and I'm not. I'm just basically going to be grouping those together right there. So it's the natural log of x plus 7, and then that's minus 9. Now, if nothing I just said makes sense, then follow me along on this that I'm about to do. This will really help you. Because if what I said, which like I said, you've seen in another class, but if what I have said didn't ring a bell, then let's do this. I'm going to graph it. It's not a scatter plot, so let's make sure the scatter plots are off. Mine are off. Great. Press y equals. If you have junk in there, clear it out. Natural log of, parentheses automatically pop up, x plus 3, and then minus 6. Okay, I don't know how my window is adjusted. It might be a standard window, it might not. Just in case it's not, I'm going to hit zoom and go to number 6. You could just press 6, of course, and it's zoom standard, and that puts it from negative 10 to 10 and from negative 10 to 10 here as well. Now, here's the graph of it. And what we want to do is move it 4 units to the left and down 3 units. So what we can do is we can graph each one of these and see how it compares to that. So we'll start with number 8, which of course we already know that's the answer. So keeping that one as the original to compare it to, we can type x plus 7 and then minus 9. And then when we press graph, we'll be able to see, and we can kind of compare. Now it's really hard to see everything we need to see that's important, but we can tell that it did go down and to the left. So we do know that much. And if we were to, and I'm not going to, but if we were going to graph each of the rest of them, I will graph one more. Here's the original, and that moved down and to the right. And so based on the original, it went down and to the right. So we know it's not B, and we can do similar things with the other ones. And that puts it there.